today I thought I would do my monthly prayer journal prep on video and kind of show you, and I won't do all of it, and I'll kind of be careful what I show. I always like to be careful what I show when I'm showing like family prayers, but I'll kind of show you the process. I know I typically do a reel, so you can always go to my Instagram and see all the reels, but I feel like I do a reel every time, and so I thought this time I would do this, and I can kind of walk you through and like kind of talk about what I would do. So first, this is my prayer journal, and what I do first is, this is my first section, the month, and so I have July calendar, and then behind this one marks my current month. So I have my August calendar. So I basically just move it, and then I would put my new September calendar behind this one, and I have it, it's on my desk. I had just printed it and cut it, and I totally forgot to grab it, but that is what I would do. I have my other ones like January, February, March, April, May, June are in a different prayer journal. I basically just, to make this, sometimes this starts getting kind of big, I will start taking stuff out and moving it to another prayer journal so that this one stays current and not so big. But that is what I will do for the calendar. I did want to show you guys, so for this last calendar, I would write important dates like, oh, we're going to the cabin, or it's someone's birthday. But then for this last calendar, this is the new calendar that I have in the studio. And for this one, I decided to just write different little either prayers or little thoughts from that day, just to kind of do something different this month. So things like, show us favor, answer me in your steadfast love, like just Bible verses. It'd either be like a Bible verse that I read that day or something that just really stuck out to me. Or just a truth I wanted to remember, just anything. So I did that this past month, and I really liked that. So I think I might do that for September, just because I do like the calendar too. I like writing that down, which I did write some stuff. Like it was my husband's birthday that day, so I wrote, his birthday, and then I wrote what I was gonna, like the verse I was praying over. But so that's what I would do first for my prep. And then I would, again, like I said, I'd put September calendar here. And then I do always change these out typically. So I just have a stack of a bunch of art prints. And so I would just decide, sometimes I keep, like I really like this one, so I might keep that one. And I think I might just change out these two. Okay, so I think I'm going to do those two. And if you're new here, this is like the prayer journal is part of my shop, but I laminate it so then it's almost just like a dashboard type of thing, so you can stick washi tape on it. And so every month I like to just add new, little art prints. So this one is from my favorite song I shared the other day, my current favorite song. And then that's just something else I lettered. So I'll just take some washi tape and washi tape them on. Okay, actually, as I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of times I get questions about my washi tape. So I'm going to try to remember, this is from this one, and this one, and this one are all from this Elise. I'll put her link in the notes. Elise something, I can't remember. Very pretty. She has very pretty ones. And then I think this is Felicity Jane, and this is Felicity Jane, but Illustrated Faith has some cute ones too. So in terms of washi tape, that's where I would find, I want to say this rainbow one might be Hobby Lobby, but I always find that when I buy one of those packs, like there's only one that I really like. It always comes in like a 4-pack, and there's just one that I like, and then I don't, I usually give the other ones to my daughter because she'll use whatever, but I'm so, picky with what I like. Okay, so I do that, and then I will basically just go through my prayer journal and do the answered prayers. Now, I pretty much already did that during the month. A lot of times I do try to do it beforehand, so if, when a prayer is actually answered, I try to go in there and just kind of record it. Yeah, this month I had a few for the kids, and I like to do this where I put a sticker here and a sticker there, and just to kind of explain it, not for all of them, like some of them really don't need to be like have a big explanation, but sometimes I like them to. Like this month with Selah, I was praying that she would talk more, and then I decided to, that was answered, and I decided to like write down all of her, like, a lot of the words she was saying basically. And then this month I was praying about homeschool, so then I put this little thing about homeschooling her. So that is what I would do first, and then I come through and I add my September sticker. So I just go through all of my pages. Okay, this sticker sheet doesn't want to work. And I just add September. And sometimes I might add something if I know something is like coming up and I know that I'm going to want to pray for it, if that makes sense. But if I don't, if like I don't really have anything yet, I'll just leave it like that. The whole point is just to get it ready, so when it is September and I want to come in here, I'm not like, oh, I need to go get my stickers, I need to do this. Like, it's just ready to go for me. So that is why I always do the stickers, but I do try to add something if I need to add something. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of them and do it, but I was going to show you guys something I did for my husband's birthday. So for his prayers, just kind of this cool thing. Maybe I should cover my prayers. But what I did do is I took one of these, and so on everyone's birthday, on my kids' birthdays, my husband's birthday, my birthday, I like to go in and find a Bible verse and pray over them for that. If it's, sometimes it's just something I'm reading that day and it comes to me. Sometimes it might be something that I want to focus on for them. Like with Gemma, I think this last year was about her identity. So something about her identity, about her being more confident. I think this year it was about just being in the Word and, gaining wisdom from the Bible and all that stuff. So I like to choose something. So this year with Chloe's birthday, what I decided to do is I wrote a little thing down here, just, added stickers and wrote the Bible verse. And then I kind of just wrote a whole prayer for him on one of Jennifer's Pray the Word sheets. Just so I have it in there, and now I just have like this whole thing, and it was already hole punched for a different journal, but I just hole punched it in, so now I have that prayer. So that is how I did that. But yes, I would go through and I would do all of, September for my major sections. Some of them aren't categorized, like the world isn't really categorized by month, it's more categorized by topic. But the ones that are categorized by topic, I would go and do that. And then after that, I really just add in anything else that needs to be added, like any new stuff I want to add in. So this month I have this Prayers for My Heart calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and go into that section and add that, just so I have it. And then I need one of these. I think I'm going to use this one. So that's what I mean by like getting prepped, is like I needed one of these pages, so I printed it off and now I have it in here, because for me, for August, I'm kind of down at the bottom. So September can start up here and I can have this whole page, and then I've got this. And then I would also add in my Who He Is. I use these every single month, just to kind of focus on a new attribute of God. So this is my Who He Is section, and it has all the attributes of God that I've kind of studied. As you can see, Selah decided to color. But I have all of these, so I just add the newest one here, and then usually the first time I go through at the beginning of the month and study it, I will highlight stuff and kind of highlight it, so when I come back to pray over it, it's a little bit easier to kind of, find that word or that attribute. But that's actually all I do for my prep. So my prep is pretty simple. Again, like if I needed new thankful pages, I'd add those in. this is my daily prayer journal. So I have like my meditate section. So I have all of my pages here. So I always go through and make sure at the end of the month if there's any I need, which I think I don't have a ton of my favorite page, yeah, which is the Praise, Confess, Ask, Be Still. So I'll print off some of those and get those in here, just so they're ready. And then any other studio stuff that I want in here. So I put this in here already. So this is the verse prayers. But I just like to add anything. So now when it turns to be September, everything is ready. My prayer journal's ready and my daily journal's ready. And I don't have as much distractions, right? Because the worst thing is, and I've done this a lot, when you sit down to get into your prayer journal and you're like, oh yeah, I was going to print this off. And then I'm like, I go get up and I get on my computer and I get distracted. And so I really like to try to make sure I get everything printed beforehand. So when I do come in to pray, it's just everything is ready to go. So that is basically all I do for prep, and my prayer journal's prepped. I'll just get my September calendar in here and it'll be ready.